Hello and welcome to another Xterra video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. So in today's video I'm gonna be working on some project that I don't really know how it's gonna come out in the end. It's a simple project, but it might turn out into something more than I was planning to. And what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to mount a phone mount somewhere in here, because for the past I had really bad luck with phone mounts. I went already through maybe 3 of them. Most of them break. One of them even started to smoke because it had a built-in wireless charging and it just started to smoke one day. That's what I'm planning to do somewhere here. I want to install a phone mount with a certain twist to it. So after looking around at different phone mounts, different options, and a lot of people told me just get a RAM mount and just use that, but it's again made of plastic for the most part, and plastic breaks. So after looking around I actually came across this phone mount. It's actually a motorcycle phone mount, and what separates this from the other one, let me take it out, that it's actually for the most part is made of aluminum or some kind of aluminum alloy, so it's not plastic. All the parts, everything is aluminum alloy, except maybe for this ball over here. I'm not too sure what that's made of, but even that is kind of feels heavy duty. So all of this feels heavy duty. It's at least it's aluminum. It's not plastic. So hopefully this might last a long time. It's not gonna break. It also comes with insert parts for over here for different diameter. So I think I can work with this and make something out of this. I also picked up this. It's also aluminum. I had some idea to mount it somewhere, something like that, but we'll see. Maybe I'm not gonna end up even using this. On top of that I got some wire, I got some circuit breaker, some more stuff, and I got a fuse box. So now I'm gonna look around, gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna make this all work, and I'm gonna try to show you guys as well. So as of now my plan is to mount this maybe somewhere over here or maybe here, not too sure. Originally I was thinking to mount over here, that's why I got that crossbar to mount over here, but I have already different ideas, different plans for the future over here, so I'm not gonna be able to mount it over here, that's for sure. Even though this might be the easiest options to mount it somewhere over here, but yeah. So now I'm gonna be looking into mounting it somewhere here. Maybe, we'll see. But another thing, I also got this 2-port USB with a voltmeter that I'm hoping I can mount it inside here. That would be amazing. That way I can monitor my voltage, and I have a USB input for the phone with a short cable. I'm not really sure what's behind here, to be honest. I never took this apart, but I think just empty space in there. I should be able to mount this in there, no problem. Now I'm just gonna have to start playing with all of this, looking at different options, where I'm gonna mount what, and I'm just gonna guys show you what's the end result and how it's all gonna come out. But I think if I was to able to mount it here, that would be pretty cool. I can just mount my phone here, and yeah, it's not really in the way, but it's still within my eyesight, so that's pretty good. Another option would be to mount it over here like that. I think that could be another option to mount it here, but then I feel like this is gonna be sticking out too much this way, and then I just mount maybe the voltmeter over here. That'd be another option. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, so as you can see I partially disassembled this, and the reason why I'm doing this so I can have access over here, because I'm planning to drill this to mount my additional USB and a voltmeter in here, and now I have room to actually feel what's behind it, and I can see that behind there it's all clear. I'm not gonna take this out completely, at least for now. You know how I always say I'm not gonna do something and then I do it anyways. But yeah, I just removed few bolts to drop this panel down. I removed 3 bolts over here. There's 1 bolt in there, 1 bolt in here, and 1 bolt in there. Well, not bolts but screws. So I was able to lift this up. Once again, gonna try not to take out completely. So now I can make a hole over here mount my USB and multimeter in here, and then I can start running the wires to that side, because on that side, that's where I'm gonna mount my fuse box. Alright, so the lower glove compartment is out, and this is where I'm planning to install my fuse box, somewhere here somehow. Maybe gonna have to build up some kind of bracket to mount it in there. That way I have multiple fuses over here. I can run my wiring to here. I don't have to go to the under the hood, so that's pretty good. And probably eventually cigarette lighters, I'm gonna replace them for just 2 dual USB ports, because yeah, there is no need for those anymore. But now I'm gonna work on trying to fabricate this, and I also gotta run a wire from here, from my positive to my battery over here to circuit breaker. But now I also gotta figure out where I'm gonna mount another circuit breaker, because I got another 100 amp circuit breaker. I have a pretty good setup over here. I wish I could put it over here, but then I don't have room for my negative bus, so I have to figure something out. I have to reconfigure some things probably. Yeah, like I said, simple things, just a phone mount is getting involved. So now that all of this apart, I'm actually gonna make a hole over here to mount my 2 additional USB with a voltmeter. Hopefully the plastic is not too brittle, it's not just gonna shatter it into million pieces. So I'm gonna make a hole over here for this, and then I'm gonna make 2 more holes over here and mount my phone mount and secure my phone mount over here like that with some washers, screws. There shouldn't be anything in the way there, and this plastic over here feels kind of solid, so that should be alright. I mean, this may be not the best option, but I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna put some washers in between or something, but should be alright. Okay, so this hole is done and these 2 holes are done. So now I'm gonna get the wiring for over here, make my connection, run the wire to my future possible fuse box. I think it's gonna be there for sure. That way I can install this and mount the phone mount in there, and I can assemble this part. I don't have to worry about this anymore. So I made my new wire over here, which I'm gonna run to the fuse box. Now it comes with its own little wire and a built-in fuse, but since we're gonna be using our own fuses, we don't need this. So now I can secure it in place and run the wire to the fuse box, well, where it's gonna be, and finish up over here, put everything back in place. So now to mount this, I'm gonna be replacing these bolts with these, which are slightly shorter than and they're black, so I think that will fit better. And then on the other side, I'm just gonna use overside washer, and I'm gonna use this M5 nylon nuts, so that should hold it good in place. So now I'm gonna try to put it all in there. Okay, so the phone mount is mounted. I secured it with washers. Gonna try to put a picture because it's kind of hard to see how it looks over there. Anyways, this is in place, so now I can pretty much assemble all of these. Just get my wire over there and I can start working on the fuse box. So like I said, the plan always changes. So originally I was planning to install my fuse box in there, but I feel it's kind of too big for there, and if I ever need to access it's not a whole lot to remove. It's only 5 bolts to remove, but to work over here with wiring and everything is kind of too hard. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna install it on this side, and I'm gonna try to build some kind of bracket over here. So the box will be mounted something like this, maybe. That way, this cover, it's very easy to remove, just 2 bolts and you pop this out, and all the fuses are right here. So I feel like this is gonna be a better option. So like I said, now I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna mount it over here, and yeah, we'll take it from there, guys. So I made this simple bracket. I know it's not the prettiest or anything. I made new holes over here and over here. Before that, I opened it up and I checked, make sure there's nothing in the way there, and I'm not gonna short terminals or anything. So then I screw it like that. So now this is gonna be mounted like that. That way I have easy access to the fuses, and the wires, I can route the wires over here. I still gonna have room over here for the wires, so it's not gonna interfere with this plastic. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably just put 3 self-toppers in here. That way I can always take it out if I need to service it or not. So I think over here it's gonna be good. So now I'm just gonna mount this and start rounding the wires. So now I'm gonna try to reconfigure all of this. Gonna take all of this apart. Gonna see if I can enlarge this base so I can have 3 circuit breakers over here and this somewhere on the side. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I took the whole thing out, and now I'm gonna disassemble all of this try to put something in here to space it out, so I'm gonna have another circuit breaker in here. Yeah, at least that's the plan. Let's see how that's gonna work out or not.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I cut out this plastic and I'm planning to lay it out them all over here and again mount on top of this. Gonna seal it off this time again. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough room over here for the wires, but most of the wires are pretty soft. I should not have any issues. Alright, something like this. I think it's coming out not too bad. And this plastic shouldn't melt or anything. It's looks like a pretty thick plastic, so it should be fine. So now I'm gonna secure all of this and time to reassemble everything there. Okay guys, and this is done. So now I'm just gonna go and mount it and start reconnecting all the wires, and then I'm gonna run a new wire from my new breaker to my fuse box. Okay, and all circuit breakers, everything is back in place with my negative bus over here, and as you can see, it's solid. It's not moving anywhere, and it's like nothing ever happened. So now I have all 3 circuit breakers right here next to the battery, so that's pretty good. So all I have to do now is just run the wire inside for the fuse box and start wiring it up inside there. And for that I'm gonna use this 6 gauge wire. I got 25 feet of it, so I'm gonna follow the same route over there. And for me right now, this is the easiest way to go in. To go through over there where I run the wire for my air compressor, it's pretty difficult now. There's too much stuff over here in a way. Don't want to mess with this, but over there it's a pretty good path. So just gonna run the wire, get inside and start wiring it. Alright, and the fuse box is mounted and all the wires are connected. As you can see, I have my ground over there, which I just tie in over here to the frame, and my positive cable. And over there is my wire for my new dual USB port and a voltmeter. So now I'm just gonna organize the wires over here a little bit, make it nice and neat, put a fuse in here and close everything up. Alright guys, and the project is done. The small project of just mounting the phone holder turned into something bigger. Almost a day of work with all the wiring that I had to do, all the stuff that I had to remove and install it there. But I feel it all turned out pretty great. So I have an extra USB port now to charge my phone, and I finally have a good phone holder. Hopefully it's not gonna break my dashboard in half. This is something much better from what I used to have before. I didn't like any of the air vent holders. Like I said, I had 2 of them. One of them broke, one of them with a wireless charging started smoking, and there are ones that you clip over here. They keep falling off for some reason. They don't stay in there, even though the window is clean, but they don't stay in there. And I know there's a RAM mount, but I didn't like that either. So hopefully this will last me a long time. This feels like sturdy. And now, like I said, I have a voltmeter over here with 2 additional USB chargers. So now if I put my phone here, it stays pretty snug. And then I connect my phone over here, it starts working right away. It starts charging. It's a fast charge, so that's pretty cool too. I don't have any cables running around over here. It's all compact. Maybe I even replace this cable for something shorter, but this is not even in a way. So I feel like this came out pretty good. And it's pretty good. I don't think it's obstructing too much of my view, because sometimes if you put a phone over here anyways, it's sticking out. But this is pretty good, and this can be always adjusted. I can bring it lower as well. I can turn it around even, so that's even better. But for the most part, I like to keep the phone like this. So yeah, I think this came out pretty good. I'm still gonna have more upgrades over here. I have already plans for over here. That's why I said I'm not gonna put the phone over here. And this starts getting a little bit busy, but I try to keep everything somewhat out of the way. My scan gauge, my additional cameras here, my backup camera, and a phone over here. I think it's pretty good. So another project successfully done. I'm pretty happy as always. Luckily nothing broke, so that's a good part. As always, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description for that phone holder and a voltmeter. So in case you guys wanted to look at it and order it as well, you're more than welcome. So on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you might find it helpful. And as always, until next time, everybody, bye.